Hey, all you super players out there. It's Ben Lodice, aka 5 Buck Lunch. And alright, you guys asked for it over and over again, so here is Universe 7 Invoker. To start off, let's get something straight. This combo is cute. It looks cool. I know the idea is fun, but it's way too inconsistent to actually build this deck around. So we're instead going to rely on the Secret Rare and Instinct Surpassed in order to end the game. First, we need to talk about the leader since it has a lot of unique mechanics. Start off, active battle. When this card is in a battle, choose one extra card in your hand and place it in your drop area. Choose up to one card in your life, add it to your hand, draw one card. Then this card gets plus 5k power, and this skill is negated for the duration of the battle. What essentially this means is every time this card battles, you can discard an extra card to take a life if you want to, which is very important because a lot of times we're not going to want to take a life with this effect. Then we get to draw a card and we get plus 5k power. So it's essentially a free cycle that allows you to be more powerful in every battle and defend yourself. The reason this is so important is in order for our big finishers to work, we need at least 5 or 6 multicolor extra cards in the drop area when we play them, preferably more if we're going to use Instinct Surpassed. So this is going to allow us to cycle all of our extra cards to the drop area and play those cards for maximum effect. On the flip side, it's active main battle once per turn. If your life is at 5 or less, choose one card under this card and place it in the drop area. Choose one. If you have a Universe 7 card in play, which pretty much all our battle cards are, draw one card, then your opponent reveals their hand. Choose up to one extra card or a battle card with 35k power or less, and place it in their drop area. This effect is incredibly important and the one we will be using most often. We want to be able to check our opponent's hand when we try and play our big cards to make sure they don't have outs to them. The other effect, which we'll sometimes use if we're behind in the game, is choose up to 3 multicolor extra cards with different names in your drop and or warp and add them to your hand. This simply allows you to cycle back your extra cards. For the most part, we're going to want to be using the first effect. This leader is a surge leader, so in order to awaken him, you'll have to choose a red and a blue card in your hand and place it under him. Then you draw 3 cards and choose one of your energy and switch it to active. So it's a draw 3, untap 1 surge leader. So let's start off with our Invoker cards, since that's the central aspect of the deck. We're going to play 4 Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta Inspired Technique. This is the card you always want to have on board whenever possible. And 1 copy of Ultra Instinct Son Goku Energy Explosion. We're only running 1 because we have ways to recur it back if we want to play it again, and we only ever really want to play this card once. Technically, our Secret Rare also has Invoker, and is going to be our main win condition, along with Son Goku Instinct Surpassed. Both of these cards allow you to hit for either multiple triple strikes with Instinct Surpassed, or to turn off all your opponent's non-extra card abilities with the Secret Rare. Through these 2 cards is how we are actually going to take life and finish the game. We also have the combo of the Secret Rare plus Hercule and Majin Buu Friends Forever. If we play the Secret Rare, we can turn off all our opponent's non-extra card effects. Then we can either play Hercule and Buu that turn or the next turn, and bounce the Secret Rare to our hand to be played again. In this way, we can turn off all our opponent's card effects for the rest of the game. The extra cards we're going to play for utility are 3 copies of We Are Universe 7 in order to search out Vegeta or grab our win conditions from the discard pile. 4 of Tyranny's Cost. The leader doesn't naturally gain card advantage, it just cycles, so we want to have a way to actually plus on our cards. 1 Catastrophic Blow. Even though I said before that it isn't the core factor of the deck, a lot of times doing that last extra damage is very important. 1 We're in this together. This card is important because the deck doesn't have a lot of ways to kill multiple battle cards at once, and it can be recurred back for 1 red energy against hand disruption decks so that we can keep our hand size high. For negates, we're going to play 3 of Instinctive Reprisal. This is a good negate that can also be used for our red-blue extra card count. We're also playing 4 Dimension Magic, still the best negate in the game, This allows us to negate an attack and still have energy up for multiple Invoker triggers. We are also going to play multiple extra cards that interact during the battle step. Since we don't have a lot of cards we can combo with, this is very, very important. We are going to play 4 of Emperor's Death Beam, a card that allows us to straight up kill cards in the battle step. We're going to play 3 of Combination Attack. This can not only bounce a battle card to its owner's hand in the battle step, but it untaps one of our red or blue energies, so if we use Invoker, it's essentially free. Also, while it's not during the battle step, Royal Condemnation is going to be very important in order to protect our overall board presence and just stop our opponent from developing their game state. Now we're going to get into one other aspect of the deck that is very important, and that is the ability to play Tournament of Power Arena. Tournament of Power Arena allows us to look at the top 3 cards and put them on top or bottom of our deck. This does not only allow us to draw whatever card we need at the time, but can also be very good for our multicolor extra cards that have the active main ability to look at the top card, and if it's a multicolor extra card, add it to our hand. Basically allows us to stack whatever we need. So we're going to play 3 of those, as well as 3 Whist Tournament Spectator, which just straight up searches Tournament of Power Arena when we play it. Also, it allows us to be a 5k combo from our hand, which can be very important sometimes. We're also going to play 3 Krillin Battle Mastery, which can search either Tournament of Power Arena, or our We Are Universe 7, or a multicolor extra card from the top of our deck. Lots of utility there, and it's a good thing to use if you have a few extra energy later in the game. For our super combo, we are going to play Beerus Divine Obliterator. This card is very important because you can use it as an arrival for your Hercule Majin Buu, and also the ability to untap energy in the battle step can be very important, since we can use it for surprise activations of things like Emperor's Death Beam and Combination Attack, in combination with our Invoker mechanic. Universe 7 Invoker is the first true control deck in Dragon Ball Super. Early game, all we're trying to do is draw cards, get extra cards to the drop area, and prevent our opponent from playing the game until we can drop our big finishers that finish the game for us. Hey everyone, hope you enjoyed that Universe 7 Invoker deck profile. Please feel free to like, subscribe, and hit the bell below. Check out my Patreon for some awesome giveaways, and for all those going to Vegas this weekend, good luck. I hope to see you there. Go out there, play some Super, and have some fun.